This is Malaya. Let me be your guide now.
Hello everyone, today I have great pleasure to speak with Andrea. Let us know more about how you became who are you today and your story.
So I started My Loyal Hound. It's a premier dog training, online training site. And it started out of my mudroom about 10 years ago when I was raising my children. And I wanted to be able to stay home and have a business. And I locally created a really nice community of dog owners. And the goal was to make life easier for families raising their dogs and try and simplify their process of raising the dogs and take away the chaos. So that quickly grew, and I realized that the amount of time I had for dog training was limited to the number of hours in the day and the number of dogs that I could take, and that there was no way for me to scale it up. It was very concrete in the number of hours of the day. And I decided that the best way to scale was to take the business online and create an offering that people anywhere could use at any time, and that the real time would be communities that I would create through question and answers and webinars.
That is your passion, obviously. And what do you want people who have dogs think about your business, and what is something which is so special about your business as well?
So my specialty is training calm dogs, but the thing that makes my business special is I use dogs as the medium to helping with communication and with relationships in general, and allowing people to really think about self-development and how they are interacting in the world. So we use the dogs as the way that we work on relationships, setting boundaries, having self-respect, being able to ask for what you need and want. But in the meantime, the dogs are getting trained, and it brings up all of these things within the owner about how they want to be treated, and the ability to say, I don't want that, or I need that, or I deserve that. It's okay for me to have the life that I want to have. And it's a great place with the dogs to practice it.
How do you find the online business model can work in your case?
Thank you. It's a great question. I spent a lot of time thinking about it because so much of what I do really is one-on-one and really working with the social emotional part of families and family dynamics and individuals. But I think a lot of the things that I teach can be done universally. So actually my background before I did this was as a teacher. I have a master's in education from Columbia University, and I've taught my whole life. So bringing the best practices of teaching and then using technology to be able to broadcast that message. So the class itself will be dripped and downloaded week by week, and you'll be part of a class. Then the live Q&As will create the community. And then social media is so powerful for creating community. People can tag at My Loyal Hound and show me what they're doing, and other people can comment on it. And I intentionally named it My Loyal Hound, so people felt that sense that when they were tagging their dog, but feeling ownership, like it's My Loyal Hound.
And Andrea, what do you think in the future, how the relationship between people and dogs will evolve? Because now we are living in kind of situation that people become more like separate from other people, and how dogs can help maybe people who are single or maybe people who are living alone. Are you recommending to still invest our time and love in dogs, and why they deserve our love and time in the first place?
It's really interesting. There are some areas that have really grown during this pandemic that have really exploded. It seems like everybody and their sister is getting a dog. It's one of the areas that people are really seeking, that companionship and that closeness. I think some of it has to do with the fact that people are now home, so they feel like they can get a dog. But it's really, people are longing for connection. I think even before this pandemic, the reason people want dogs is because they want companionship. They want that sense of loyalty. They want that that good feeling. And a lot of times when people come to me when their dogs are older with problems, they feel frustrated because they had a dream of what their dog would be, and then there's the reality that it's chaotic, and I can help them make the dream a reality. I can help them figure out what the process is to make it easy so that they have a really good relationship with their dogs.
And who are the people you definitely don't recommend to have a dog, and who are the people you definitely think it's a great time to have a dog?
I think answering a few questions about how much time you have to give to the dog, being really realistic about the fact that it has needs for exercise and socialization. Those are the biggest issues. I have people who they have families, they're stable, but they don't really go outside, and that wouldn't be it doesn't make sense to get a dog if you don't like to go out. People who are perfect for getting dogs are people who understand think that it would be fun and adventurous to try something new, are willing to work on this communication that I'm describing and really enjoy the process of communicating with an animal, what that possibility opens up. So you can be 22 or you can be 55. That part doesn't matter. I don't necessarily know that there's a perfect time in your life, but being open and interested in some growth and connection, absolutely.
And how many dogs you have?
Oh, in my whole life, I've had a lot, but right now I only have one. And he's a wonderful large labradoodle who's always by my side. He's a great guy.
And Andrea, for the people who in our community who might be interested in your service, so what is the best way for them to find you, to learn more about you and your service, and to contact you at the end of the day?
The best way to contact me is through social media. Look at My Loyal Hound either on Facebook or Instagram. That's the best way to find me, at My Loyal Hound.
Okay, and my last question is how personally, how the relationship which you develop with your dogs actually impact your business way of thinking, how that serve you, and is there any part which you maybe don't like? So just share with us experience.
Yeah, so that's also a great question. We actually got this dog um, at a time in my life when things were a little challenging. I lost my father, and I really enjoyed having the companionship and the kind of need to get up and get out and walk my dog. That routine really helped me. So I am really thankful to him. And he also was the reason I started My Loyal Hound. He just taught me everything I needed to know about true companionship. Again, I've had dogs my whole life. I've always raised dogs. I trained all my family's dogs. It's just something in me. But this particular dog, he created My Loyal Hound.
Wow. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you so much for being part of our community, and for all of you guys who found this interview something relevant to you. If you have a dog or if you want to have a dog, then this is the time to contact Andrea and see how you can develop better relationship with your dog. If you like this video, please subscribe on our channel, share to people who you think might have benefits from, and see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.